it's Area 1. I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and a type 1 diabetic. I am not a certified diabetes educator yet, but I am working on it. So I have a fun Getting Fit with T1D Facebook group. You are more than welcome to join. It's all support and fun and learning about our diabetes and how to get in better shape and how to just take care of ourselves more. So today I want to talk to you about those crazy, annoying high blood sugars from working out. So I know that you hear, okay, we need to work out, working out's good for blood sugar, working out's gonna help lose weight, tone up muscles, it's just gonna do all these wonderful things, but it's so frustrating when you do this intense workout and you think that you're super low because of how much you're sweating, and then you test your blood sugar or you look at your Dexcom and you're high. I mean, how does that make sense? So I've had quite a few of you write me emails and just send me messages on Facebook, so I just want to answer some of your questions. So first off, our pancreas, our pancreata, that's how you say pancreas in plural, the pancreas is amazing. When you sniff a bagel, your pancreas is already starting to rev up because it knows that you're going to eat all these wonderful, beautiful carbohydrates, and it needs to back up the insulin so that you can use that glucose for energy in your muscles. And so, but when you're diabetic, that system's broken a little bit. So what's happening when you're doing this exercise to cause this high? Okay, so there are two different types of exercise. The first one is aerobic. Think of just doing a steady state jog. And the second type is anaerobic. Think of it as you are working out really hard and you can't breathe. So aerobic means oxygen, you're breathing. Anaerobic means no oxygen. Think weightlifting, HIIT, so high intensity interval training, sports, soccer sprints, that's anaerobic. So two different things are happening with your blood sugar depending on the type of workout you're doing. So aerobic typically lowers your blood sugar. I say typically because, you know, we're diabetic and crazy things happen every time we try something new. So let's say you are out and you're just doing a moderate steady state run for about 30 minutes, you're most likely going to see a reduction in your blood sugar. On the other hand, if you're doing a HIIT workout, so high intensity interval training, or you're doing sprints, or you're doing weightlifting, you may notice an increase in your blood sugar. So what's happening is when you are in an anaerobic state, your body is saying, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I need to tell the adrenal glands to stimulate the liver and to increase the cortisol to get more glucose into my cells because this is fight or flight. So this is your body's way to give yourself the energy it needs to survive. So that's why we're seeing this increase in glucose, because it's coming from a stimulated liver. So with a normal working pancreas, that's all good because it can stimulate more insulin. But when you're diabetic, that's when it gets a little bit tricky. So there are a couple different things depending on what you should be doing with your workout. So first off, I want us to talk about an aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise is when you are able to breathe. Think aerobic means oxygen, means that you're actually breathing. So think that an aerobic exercise is like a steady state jog or doing a brisk walk. You're able to breathe, you're able to talk, you're not giving the absolutely everything that you have. This is going to typically lower your blood sugar. So there are three different methods that you can do so you don't have a low blood sugar after you do this exercise. First method would be to reduce your mealtime bolus or your mealtime amount of insulin if you're on shots. And what I recommend to clients is you can taper this by taking your mealtime and reducing it by 10 to 20, 30, up to 50% depending on how vigorous your workout is. And so how you do this is if you have a 1 unit bolus, that's a small bolus or amount of insulin, and you want a 10% reduction, you're going to multiply your 1 unit by 0.9, so then you get only 0.9 units, which you can't do when you're on shots. If that confuses you, then I can talk to you more if you write me a message through the Facebook group or whatnot. So just letting you know, okay, the first method is to reduce your mealtime bolus or shot amount, and you can reduce that by 50% or you can reduce that by 80%, but do some kind of reduction. The second method would be to have some kind of temp basal. The temp basal is just for pump users, but what you can do is anywhere from an hour to 30 minutes before your workout, you can reduce your basal, and that depends on your type of pump, but you have a reduction in how much basal your body is receiving. So you can cut out 50% of your basal, or you can even cut out as much as 75%. It just depends on you and your ability to work out and how much your workout is, how vigorous it is when you're doing this workout. My last suggestion is if you forgot to cut out some of your mealtime bolus, or if you didn't do a temp basal, or maybe you just exercise too much, then just go back to just drinking that juice or getting the 15 to 30 grams of carbohydrates in. Next, let's talk about anaerobic. So this is the meat and potatoes of what this whole video is about, because anaerobic is what's causing your blood sugar to spike. How annoying, right? You're trying to do these good things and you're getting these high blood sugars. So like I stated before, this is fight or flight for your body. Your adrenal glands are telling your liver to produce glucose because this is survival time. So a couple ways that we can fight this high blood sugar, I have a couple different methods for you. So first off, I'd recommend not to eat a snack before, because that's typically just going to rise your blood sugar. If you're unsure if the type of exercise is going to rise or not rise your blood sugar, then you can take a snack for the first time. But if you know that you're doing some intense workout, so anaerobic, I can't breathe, this is so hard kind of exercise, then I would not recommend eating a snack beforehand. Second is you need to get insulin in your system somehow. So there's a couple of different ways of doing that. If you don't have a pump, what you can do is just initiate a shot. So that's anywhere from half a unit to a full unit. And if you do more, it really just depends on the diabetic. The second way to use insulin would be a temporary basal. And this really depends on the diabetic. So I'll just make an example client. So let's say Joe is experiencing highs as high as 360 after his workout. It's like, what the heck? I'm working out. I shouldn't have this problem. But what happens to work for Joe is he needs to do a 150% increase with his temp basal 20 minutes before his HIIT workout, and he has to keep that 150 increased temp basal for 2 to 3 hours after his workout. So 150, that's actually double and a half of what his normal basal is. So you may actually need just a 25% increase or a 50% increase. It really depends on you and your diabetes and how hard your workout is. So just to recap, if you're having highs with your blood sugar, I wouldn't eat a snack beforehand. I would either take a shot or a bolus, and that depends on you and your needs, so I can't tell you how much to take right now. Or you can do a high basal or an increased basal before your workout and after your workout. But last and not least, after doing an anaerobic exercise, you're going to typically see a decrease in your blood sugar, because you're going to have your body trying to recover the lost glycogen. So you're going to see that you're more sensitive to insulin throughout the day. So hopefully you found that helpful. Remember, you can join the Getting Fit with Type 1 Diabetes group with the link below. I am a registered dietitian, and I am accepting clients right now if you need help with weight loss or if you're having some trouble. Once again, I'm not a CDE yet, but I am working on it, so I can give you recommendations of what I would do if I were in your shoes as a diabetic. So I will see you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.